I'm a huge fan of YouTube content for music related content. And one of the channels I really like is the Samurai Guitarist. He has a video he recently put out called The 50 Greatest Guitarists. I thought it was a really cool video. I was thoroughly engaged. It's a really simple concept for a video, but it was thoroughly entertaining. So I am currently working on a similar sort of video of my own using actually the same list. And I believe he took the list from louder.com. And yeah, I'm going to be talking about the exact same guitar players. Sorry, one little quick correction. Actually, it's loudersound.com. And yeah, it was their list. I guess it's a reader's poll list of the 50 greatest guitarists of all time. Also, one more thing he emphasized in the video was that he just pulled up the very first list that showed up in Google search. So I did the same thing. I just put in 50 greatest guitarists of all time, and it literally was the first list that popped up. So I didn't spend a lot of time, looking at different lists to find things that were more leaning towards my taste. So yeah, it's going to be the very first search for 50 greatest guitarists. In the case of the Samurai Guitarist, I disagreed with a lot of his choices, but I also agreed with quite a few of them too. I thought it was really interesting how he went through them all quickly, and he didn't spend a lot of time on the guitarists that he knew nothing about. And basically, I'm thinking about doing the same thing myself too. There are a lot of names on this list. I have no idea who they really are. I mean, I've heard the names before, and yeah, basically, I know there are a lot of them are blues guitarists, and I'm not a huge fan of blues guitarists in general, and I'm not really well versed in all these 70s artists that played the blues and stuff like that. But anyway, I will just give my quick opinions on each of these artists or guitarists and tell you what I think about each one of them. I also want to say that there were a lot of heavy metal guitarists on this list as well. And back in high school, I did like heavy metal quite a bit. But in the last, I don't know, 15 years or so, I really don't listen to a lot of metal. So I don't have a lot of passion or interest towards these type of guitar players. But I'm still going to talk about them and still give my feedback about it. There were also quite a few classic rock guitarists on the list as well. Staples on FM radio and stuff like that. Huge bands that everybody's heard of. I'm also not very passionate about those kind of guitar players as well because I hear them all the time on the radio. But I will obviously talk about them. I mean, you can probably tell where this is going. I'm obviously a huge progressive rock fan. So, I mean, there are certain names in this list that are just going to jump right out and I'm going to have a heck of a lot to say about. So I will try not to make it too heavy on those particular guitar players, but it's going to be really hard. And I'm also planning to hopefully keep the video to 20 minutes. I believe the Samurai Guitarist video was about 20 minutes long. So it's going to be really interesting to try and balance it out between 50 guitar players and have more or less an equal amount to say about each one of them. Okay, thanks for listening. I think that's about it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.